Hi guys, my name is Robin and I have been with LivBay Lash for about 1.5 years. This channel is dedicated to all things lashes and beauty, so if you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more videos like this. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to create the perfect hybrid set, also known as a mix set. And so what that entails, it's going to be 50% volume lashes and 50% classic lashes. It's a perfect happy medium for your clients that don't want to be too dramatic or too natural. So I always try to up my clients from a classic to this just because you get the extra fluff, you get a little extra darkness. And yeah, so we're just gonna jump right into it. Today, I'm going to be using our LivBay Hydrogel eye patches, and I'm going to be using blue medical tape. And I'm just gonna go ahead and real quick put our eye pads on, tape her up, and make sure that none of those bottom lashes are peeking through. Now that we have her all taped up and prepped, I'm going to go ahead and prime her lashes using the LivBay Lash Eyelash Primer, and I'm going to be using 2 lip wands to apply that. And you really just want to shimmy that in between her natural lashes, and what this does is get any natural oil off of her lashes to help the lashes stick a lot better. So I just like to shuffle those right in between. Make sure you get the underside really well as well. Just really work it in there. And I always like to fan after I do the primer, just because our lashes are gonna be a little wet. So while I'm fanning, I really like to brush through the lashes with a spoolie just to make sure that there's no extra primer just kind of sticking on those lashes or any lashes stuck together. So now we're gonna begin the lashing process. My personal favorite way to do a mixed set is to apply a good even layer of volume lashes and then go in with the classic lashes. But personally, if you feel like you're gonna overpower on those volume lashes first, feel free to put those classic lashes down first before you do the volume fans. And by putting one layer at a time, it's just like I said, personal preference, but that way I can kind of eyeball it and see where I need to add, where I need to take away, and then I can see if I am overpowering with a volume or if I need to add more volume, more classic, or vice versa. So for tweezers today, I'm going to be using Magic Mike for volume, that Good for my classics, and then I'm going to be using Curvy Babe to isolate. And these are my all-time favorite tweezers. I use these ones with every set that I do. So for today on my tile, I'm going to be using a CC Curl in lengths 9 through 14 for both classics and volume. And the adhesive that we're going to be using today is going to be the LivBay Mini Black 1 Second Dry Time Glue. And this is my all-time favorite glue. I use this for every client. So I'm going to go ahead and start lashing her other eye. I already have some lashes on her left eye. That's a mixture of classic and volume right now, but those classics aren't 100% in there. So I'm going to be showing you guys how many volume lashes to add to make sure that you're not adding too much or too little. So for my client today, I'm going to be doing a doll eye. So her longest length is going to be towards the arch of her eyebrow. So on her outer corner, I'm going to be doing 12s first, and then I'm going to be building it up to 14s at the arch of the brow, coming all the way down to 9s at her inner corner. Like I said, I'm starting out with 12. I'm going to be using the pinch method to create that fan and just dipping the slight amount into the glue and putting it on a nice, clean, isolated lash. And you want to make sure that it's at least 1 millimeter away from that lash line. My personal favorite way to do lashes is I start from corner to corner. So I first place a lash on the outer corner and then I go to the inner corner. And then I'm going to throw in some on the arch of her brow just so I can kind of map it out so I can see where I need to add and I can really start to see that desired shape that I'm going for. So now that I have my first 3 initial lashes placed, I'm going to go ahead and gradually fill in both of those sides. So I'm going to go to 12, 13, 14, and then work my way back down, 13, 12, 11, 10s, and 9s. And we're just going to keep filling, making sure that it's not too heavy or too overpowering on that volume side. So my personal turn time for a mixed set or a hybrid set is 1.5 hours, but everyone's different. You're going to want quality over quickness. You want to make sure that you're giving your client the most clean and perfect lashes that aren't going to damage them. It's always good to try to adjust your turn times and get a little quicker, but do what you're comfortable with and make sure that your work is clean. Also, mix is really nice because if a volume fan or a classic falls out, you have those other volume fans in there to kind of mask the look, rather than if you lose some classic lashes for a classic full set, you have those little gaps there so you can notice a lot more. So it's nice to have those volume fans to kind of shadow over the rest of the lashes. Another great reason that hybrid sets and mixed sets are so awesome is that if you have a client that is continuously getting classic sets, you can try to upsell them for a mixed set and just explain it's going to give them a little bit more fluff, it's going to help them last a little longer without being too dramatic or too natural at the same time. Like I said, it's that good happy medium. So this is kind of just my progress point for you guys right now. I have a majority of that right outer corner and I have a majority of that left inner corner, and I just kind of have that small gap to fill in. I'm going to start transitioning from 11s to 12s to 13s just to make that gradual effect so it's not any harsh lines right there. So now we have a good even layer of all those volume lashes on there, and we're going to go ahead and start with the classics. A good thing for you and your client to know is that a mixed or hybrid set, it varies on a person's natural lashes. So if someone has a bunch of natural lashes, it's going to be more of a heavier, thicker mixed set, rather than if they would have more thin lashes or fewer lashes, then it's not going to be as dramatic. You want to make sure that you're very transparent and open with your client so they know what they're getting and they're not comparing it to their friend's lashes or a lash picture on your post. So you want to really make sure that you're telling them how many natural lashes they have and the look that you think you can achieve with their natural lashes. I'm going to go ahead and jump into these classics now. And doing the same thing as I was before, starting on the outer corner, and I'm just gonna work my way all the way around the eye, go to that inner corner, and just making sure that it's even. And for the classic lashes, I'm going to be using the 0.15 in diameter. So I'm repeating the same process, going outside, inside, and then adding on that top of the brow just so I have that shape. So I'm just going back and forth the same exact thing. And the reason I do that is a personal preference. I move super quickly, so if I kind of work on the outer corner and that's it, the lashes tend to stick together because I don't give the glue enough time to dry. So that's why I kind of like to go back and forth. So we're getting closer to the end, so I started moving back to that left eye that was unfinished and just throwing some of those classics in there just so we have an even look. I'm just going to continue to go back and forth until I have that desired look that I'm going for. So now that we have finished our mixed or hybrid set, I'm going to go ahead and mist and fan her and make sure that she's not sticking anywhere, take her eye pads and tape off, and then we'll be good. So now that I have her tape and her eye pads off, I personally like to go in and mist another round and fan another round just to make sure that the client doesn't have any irritation. All right, now that I have fanned and misted one more time, before I have my client open their eyes, I always like to fan them while they open just in case their eyes start to water or start to burn at all. The fan really seems to help with that. Not sticking anywhere, not burning. Nope. Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We hope that you found some value out of it. Question for you guys, what kind of tutorial would you guys like to see next? Be sure to comment down below and let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.